So the Online Safety Act is on the rampage. Stay tuned, I'll tell you who it's targeted. Hello MV UK, Pete here, welcome back. I just thought I'd do a quick mini video, like a shorter one than usual. Don't worry, the political movement and party videos are all in hand, as you've seen and seeing. So it's just a little quick interim video. But it's to do with the Online Safety Act. Now, you know I did a couple of videos on this already. I suppose you could say I'm following it quite closely. Now, this come into effect, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago on a Friday, and has already started to restrict and censor what we're able to see and have access to here in the UK and Northern Ireland. So I'd love to know what you think about it first out. So do, leave us a comment on that. If you're not subscribed, do that, subscribe, and that would be most appreciated. So here's the headline. Wikipedia operator loses a court challenge to the UK Online Safety Act regulations. And Wikipedia have lost the legal challenge against the new Online Safety Act. This is interesting. So what's happened is the Ofcom, who regulate broadcasted material, TV, radio, now the interweb, and their focus is on companies or media firms or tech platforms that use an algorithm that promotes and shows you things based on what you look for. So it's an algorithm that shows you back based on what you look for. So you get shown things that the algorithm thinks you would like. That's fundamental to this whole argument, because Wikipedia, and let me just pull up Google's interpretation of Wikipedia. Here we go. It is a free online collaboratively, excuse me, I can never pronounce that, or an analysis, written encyclopedia, which means that it's almost like to describe it as an open source. So you can go in there and see, you can type in there, I don't know, some word like space travel, and then you can research that space travel. And if you know about space travel, you can edit the article or the information you see on Wikipedia to include your knowledge, and then a moderator will come through and they will check that for factuality, and then it will be in or it will be discarded. It relies on people's input. People are searching for things, but it's not a social platform. It's not designed to show you things in return. It will just show you what you ask for. Now, people who use Wikipedia enjoy anonymity. When you have to put in verification, or your age verification, your whatever verification, you lose the anonymity, which means actually Wikipedia, if you look at the Wikipedia definition, is for aspiring contributors. They might not want to. So if I want to add a comment on a left-wing article, then I definitely don't want to leave my name on it. Even if it's genuinely productive, I don't want to leave my name on it, because they believe in a cancellation policy which will cancel you for that very thought process. So sometimes you want to expand the information, but you don't want to show yourself as the person that's doing the contributing. And that's how Wikipedia has grown and is growing by the day. Now, it was obviously bad press when it started because they didn't have the balance and checks in to make the articles listed factual quick enough. So people said Wikipedia was about as truthful as a left-wing flyer, for instance. But that's just what people said. So the Online Safety Act has come after Wikipedia, and they've said that they're going to shut down parts of their freedoms. They have to imply verification checks now. So Wikipedia are going to appeal this, but it seems, looking around various articles on the internet, that the government are pretty much shut shop, and that's it. So this is interesting because it's not actually owned. It's a charity. It relies on donations. If you see here, you can see here circled in the corner, donate. It doesn't give you a pricing plan. It's not a corporate or a company that's charging you. It's asking for your help, which makes it a really difficult position to fight a government on when you're based on charity. You know, you haven't got that commercial finance behind you or a lot of clout in lobbying or something. So there you go. Right. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention because that will slip under the mainstream radar. They're not talking about the Online Safety Act in the same way that we are talking about it. They're talking about it in the safety of our children. And if you don't agree with that, well, you're a terrible person. Yeah, I get that. I'm all down for the safety of our kids, but I'm also down to being able to look at, as an adult, what I want to look at. You know, why do I have to prove what I'm doing? If it were my way, I would impose on the parents these conditions and these fines for not keeping their feral children under wraps and on the right path in regards to the internet, that is. So I think it should be pushed on to parents, and I'm a parent, I'm qualified to say this, rather than the whole universe because you're too gutless to police it. That's what it boils down to, is parents are either working class, middle class, and if you upset them, which you already done royally, so it's a pointless point. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to keep an eye on this case, Wikipedia versus the Online Safety Act. And if anyone out there knows anything else that's been happening with this subject, do let me know, because I'm sort of championing this a little bit. Well, not really, I'm following it. That's as good as it gets. So that's Pete from MV UK.